Hello. I bought a fish the other day, but it wasn't really very much of a fish. It was more like a small meat pack, and I didn't really understand why I'd bought it very much because I don't really like little packs of meat. It was more kind of like, why did I do this? It was one of those days when I'd been drinking a little bit and I didn't understand what was going on, so I just had this meat pack that was actually supposedly fish. It said on the packet salmon, but it was just literally just red meat in a pack. And so I tried cooking it because, you know, I was pretty hungry and drunk, and when you're drunk, you're hungrier than you are when you're sober and hungry, because drunk, you know how it works, Carl's Ice. So, I cooked this meat pack, and it took about 47 seconds, and it was alright, I guess. It wasn't like the best thing I've ever seen in the world, you know. It looks kind of like the logo for Snakes on a Plane. That's what it looked like. It was just bleh. I didn't really like it very much. It didn't taste very good, so I picked it up and chucked it out the window, and then attacked the nearest old woman I could find before taking her wallet and throwing it into a dam. The dam, of course, then exploded because I did not expect that the woman would have nitroglycerin inside her wallet. You know, old women, usually they have a little bit of TNT, something like, maybe a bit of dynamite, but they don't usually have nitroglycerin in there. That confused me a little bit. It was a bit odd, but it doesn't matter. And so I ran over a few hobos on the way back because I'd just blown up a dam simply because I'd eaten some bad meat. And that wasn't the best reason to blow up a dam. So I was driving home like, shit, what do I do? I'm driving, I don't even know how to drive, and the steering wheel is apparently very tiny. And it was like this big. That was how big the steering wheel. I was like this. I'm driving my car, and I didn't understand what was going on. So I basically just ran over a hobo because he just popped out, and I was doing this. The steering wheels, basically it went round like this. It covered my eyes. I was like driving along, and it was really bad. And so I ran this hobo over, and then he was just like, fuck you, bitch. And I was like, I'm not a bitch. I'm a human and a male. Therefore, I'm not a female dog. And I drove off, and I was like, shit, I just blew up a dam, and then talked back to a hobo who's very, very angry at me. And man, I had to put in some not music, muse. It's more than music. And when I got home, the police had turned up already. They said, hey, did you blow up the dam? Because they didn't actually suspect me. They just were going around everyone's houses asking people if we'd blown up the dam, because they're not really very good at being police. They're more kind of like monkeys with hats and with the ability to speak, and just kind of gloves on so you can't see their hands, and they've got lots and lots of heavy makeup. Like, they've got lots of makeup so that their skin is actually this colour, and they've got plastic surgery so they look human. Yeah, and basically he was like, did you blow up the dam? And I was like, oh, you caught me. And he was like, what, you actually did blow up the dam? And I was like, no, you didn't actually catch me. I said you caught me as a joke, because there's no way that I would have ever blown up the dam. But he didn't believe me, and he arrested me. I don't know how to finish this story.